Champions Cup quarterfinal, the Sunday game, Racing 92 up against Sale. Just watched this one this morning, delayed over here in NZ. 41-22 is a bit of a blower in the end, but it was touch and go for a while, but we'll go through some key events, some stats, and you guys can let me know your thoughts about this one. Pretty good crowd. You can never really see them at that ground for Racing 92, the La Défense Arena. Because it's kind of like dark. I don't know, like it's not a traditional stadium, so it's kind of hard to get a feeling. But there was certainly a lot of noise coming from the crowd. Anyway, the commentary team that I had, the English commentary team, was not a big fan of the way the TV directors or producers would not show certain clips. Like they didn't like Camille Shah with a potential high shot early on in the game. I mean, sometimes it's hard to know if the TMO is looking at the stuff in the background. I always like to assume they are looking at anything. But anyway, Sale didn't do themselves any favours by missing a penalty early, which is not what you can say for Racing, who were generally pretty good off the boot. And it was the boot, essentially, that pushed this game out beyond touching distance for the Sharks boys. They did have a little bit of, I would say, long looks a couple of times at some stuff with the TMO that were maybe... Yeah, the commentary didn't like it as well, but just like there was one that they were looking at for a potential slap down, offside at the breakdown. Just stuff that really slowed the game down, which was a bit unfortunate, but anyway, there was nothing doing. Their penalties, Racing 3-0, Racing 6-0, then back with Sale 6-3. Messy scrums. Like, to be honest, the first half probably wasn't the best watch. You were treated to some proper magic in the second half, but not so much in the first. Right before the end of the first half, though, you did get a try through Manu Tuilangi. One of those ones where it's like a loose ball, like Faf ends up passing it, but he gets tackled at the same time, so it hits the ground, and then Tuilangi is just able to kind of scoot over. There was maybe a bit of a question mark about obstruction, but he pretty much just went clean through. And, so Sale took a 10-6 lead in at half-time. Not bad. Bit of an arm wrestle. But second half, speaking of magic, I mean, Teddy Toma's finish, and it's not so much the actual finish of him dotting the ball down, but the control on that guy to be going down the touchline and then know you're about to get bumped, so to drop the ball onto your foot to keep it in play, regather your balance, go back in field and score a try is just the epitome of Teddy Toma stuff, isn't it? It looked like he maybe had a foot in touch, but the TMO is like it's not conclusive. So either way, it's a bit of magic that gets rewarded. 13-10. And then there's an early tackle on him again not long later, so the penalties keep coming for Racing, so they extend the lead 16-10. Finn Russell gets the kindest bounce of a rugby ball when he volleys it through, literally a volley. There's a ball coming at him, he doesn't catch it, he just hoofs it, chases it, gets a very kind bounce. It does the Sale guys all end up, so 23-10. It's starting to look like game over. Akavan Namova powers over on 54 to make it 23-17, which is back to game on, but more penalties, 26-17, 29-17. And then they release the backs through Racing with Imhoff. A bit of a beauty of that one as well. It's again pretty stereotypical Racing stuff. So 34-17, looking like game over again. There's handbags in this one. The Sale guys are getting a bit frustrated. They've been warned by the ref for some of the way they're speaking to him, but they get a maul try. Ben Curry, they missed the conversion, so 34-17, still pretty much game over. Sale don't do themselves any favours when AJ McGinty has a wee swear at the ref, so he gets himself yellow carded, and then there's a bit of Racing magic again through Max Spring on 79 minutes. Great offloads in the build-up, so it ends up a bit of a blowout at 41-22. But yeah, as I said, the first half wasn't the best watch, but you were certainly treated to a couple of tries from some forwards and some magic backs. Yeah, in this one. So possession finishes 50-50. Territory is 56-44 to Sale, but clean breaks 8-3 to Racing. Run meters 434 to 236 to Racing. Those guys were just, like I said, on fire. Max Spring gets a try, 140 run meters, 2 clean breaks. Teddy Tomar gets a try, 69 run meters, 2 clean breaks. Tom Curry has 10 from 10 tackles, but I mean, yeah, there you go. Racing, just too good, folks. It's going to be 3 French teams in the semi-finals. Racing will face La Rochelle, so we will guarantee the French team in the final. And it's only Leinster that can stand in the way of an all-French final. But we will see how things go. You guys let me know your thoughts on this one. Arm wrestle ends up going a bit of a blowout. Maybe not the fairest reflection. Maybe it is a fair reflection of the final result. I don't know. But as much as the magic tries were key, I do think it's these penalties through Ligarak that really pushed the scoreline out for the Racing boys. As much as we'll harp on about the tries, that consistent boot just took the game away from Sale. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.